In this video, we delve into the profound philosophy of happiness and self-mastery, exploring how these concepts intertwine to shape our lives. Happiness is often perceived as a fleeting emotion, yet it encompasses a deeper state of being that transcends momentary pleasures. We will examine how self-control plays a pivotal role in cultivating this enduring happiness, allowing us to navigate the complexities of our emotions and desires. As we embark on this reflective journey, we encourage you to engage in thoughtful introspection, considering how your own thoughts and perceptions influence your sense of fulfillment. Understanding the intricate relationship between our internal dialogues and our external experiences is crucial in the pursuit of true happiness. By recognizing the power of our mindset, we can begin to master our responses to life's challenges, fostering a more profound sense of contentment. This video aims to inspire you to think deeply about your life, prompting you to question what happiness truly means to you and how self-mastery can be a guiding force in achieving it. Join us as we explore these essential themes, inviting you to reflect on your own journey toward a more meaningful and joyful existence. Happiness, often sought after yet frequently elusive, is a complex emotion that many believe is contingent upon external circumstances. However, the essence of happiness lies not in what happens around us, but rather in how we perceive and interpret those events. Our internal mindset plays a crucial role in shaping our experience of happiness. When we understand that our thoughts and perceptions significantly influence our emotional state, we begin to realize that happiness is a choice we can make, independent of our surroundings. This realization empowers us to take control of our happiness, shifting our focus from external validation to internal fulfillment. Living in the present moment is a vital aspect of cultivating happiness. Too often, we find ourselves preoccupied with worries about the future or regrets about the past, which can cloud our ability to appreciate the here and now. By anchoring ourselves in the present, we open ourselves up to the beauty and joy that life offers in each moment. Mindfulness practices, such as meditation and deep breathing, can help us cultivate this awareness, allowing us to savor our experiences fully. When we learn to let go of the incessant need to plan for tomorrow or dwell on yesterday, we create space for genuine happiness to flourish. Moreover, true happiness is inherently accessible to everyone, regardless of their circumstances. It is not a distant goal to be achieved through wealth, success, or recognition. Rather, it is a state of being that resides within us. This internal source of happiness can be tapped into through self-reflection, gratitude, and acceptance. By acknowledging our strengths and embracing our imperfections, we can foster a sense of contentment that is not swayed by external factors. The journey toward discovering this inner happiness requires patience and practice, but it is a journey worth undertaking. As we explore the essence of happiness further, it becomes clear that our thoughts are powerful tools that can either uplift or hinder our emotional well-being. Negative thought patterns, such as self-doubt and pessimism, can create barriers to happiness, leading us to feel trapped in a cycle of dissatisfaction. Conversely, cultivating positive thoughts and affirmations can enhance our mood and outlook on life. By consciously choosing to focus on the good, we can shift our perspective and invite more joy into our lives. In addition to our thoughts, our perceptions also play a significant role in shaping our experience of happiness. How we interpret events and interactions can either enhance our sense of well-being or detract from it. For instance, viewing challenges as opportunities for growth rather than insurmountable obstacles can lead to a more positive experience. This shift in perception allows us to approach life with resilience and optimism, fostering a deeper sense of happiness. Furthermore, the practice of gratitude is a powerful tool in enhancing our happiness. By regularly acknowledging and appreciating the positive aspects of our lives, we can shift our focus away from what we lack and toward what we have. This simple yet profound practice can transform our mindset, helping us to cultivate a more positive outlook and a greater sense of fulfillment. Gratitude encourages us to recognize the abundance in our lives, reinforcing the idea that happiness is not found in external achievements, but in our ability to appreciate the present moment. As we navigate the complexities of life, it is essential to remember that happiness is not a destination, but a journey. It is a continuous process of self-discovery and growth, where we learn to embrace our emotions and experiences fully. By fostering self-awareness and understanding our internal landscape, we can cultivate a deeper connection to our happiness. This journey requires us to be gentle with ourselves, allowing for moments of vulnerability and imperfection. In conclusion, the essence of happiness is intricately tied to our perceptions and thoughts. By recognizing that happiness is not dependent on external circumstances, but rather on our internal mindset, we empower ourselves to take charge of our emotional well-being. Living in the present moment allows us to fully experience life and appreciate its beauty, while the understanding that true happiness comes from within reminds us that it is accessible to everyone. As we embark on this journey of self-mastery, let us embrace the power of our thoughts and perceptions, cultivating a life filled with joy, contentment, and fulfillment. Through mindfulness, gratitude, and self-reflection, we can unlock the door to our inner happiness, creating a life that resonates with our true selves. Expectancy, the anticipation of future outcomes, can significantly hinder our ability to live fully in the present moment. While it is natural to plan for the future and set goals, an excessive focus on what is to come can lead to anxiety and distract us from fully engaging with our current experiences. When we become overly fixated on future expectations, we often find ourselves caught in a cycle of worry and anticipation, which can detract from our ability to appreciate the here and now. This preoccupation with what lies ahead can create a mental barrier that prevents us from experiencing life as it unfolds, leading to a sense of disconnection from our surroundings and the people we care about. Anxiety often arises from our desire to control future outcomes, which can be an unrealistic expectation in itself. We may find ourselves ruminating over potential scenarios, imagining worst-case outcomes, or obsessively planning for every possible contingency. This mental chatter can be overwhelming, leaving little room for us to enjoy the present moment. Instead of savoring the beauty of our current experiences, we become trapped in a web of what-ifs that can cloud our judgment and diminish our overall sense of well-being. The more we focus on future outcomes, the more we risk missing out on the richness of life as it is happening right now. To counteract this tendency, it is essential to let go of unrealistic expectations and embrace the present. This means acknowledging that while it is important to have goals and aspirations, we must also recognize that life is inherently unpredictable. By releasing our grip on rigid expectations, we allow ourselves the freedom to experience life more fully. This shift in mindset encourages us to approach each moment with openness and curiosity, rather than judgment and anticipation. When we let go of the need for everything to unfold according to our plans, we create space for spontaneity and joy to enter our lives. Embracing the present also involves accepting life as it is, rather than how we wish it to be. This acceptance does not mean resigning ourselves to a passive existence. Rather, it is about acknowledging the reality of our circumstances and finding peace within them. When we accept life's imperfections and uncertainties, we can cultivate a sense of gratitude for what we have, rather than fixating on what we lack. This practice of acceptance allows us to engage more deeply with our current experiences, fostering a greater appreciation for the beauty and complexity of life. One effective way to cultivate this acceptance is through mindfulness practices. Mindfulness encourages us to focus our attention on the present moment, observing our thoughts and feelings without judgment. By practicing mindfulness, we can train our minds to recognize when we are slipping into patterns of expectancy and anxiety. This awareness allows us to gently redirect our focus back to the present, where we can fully engage with our surroundings and the people in our lives. Mindfulness can help us develop a greater sense of clarity and calm, enabling us to navigate life's challenges with grace and resilience. Additionally, it is important to recognize that our expectations often stem from societal pressures and comparisons to others. In a world that constantly bombards us with images of success and achievement, it is easy to fall into the trap of measuring our worth against external standards. This can lead to unrealistic expectations about what our lives should look like, further distracting us from appreciating our unique journeys. By consciously choosing to disengage from these societal narratives, we can cultivate a more authentic sense of self and a deeper connection to our present experiences. Letting go of expectancy also involves embracing the concept of impermanence. Life is a series of fleeting moments, and by recognizing that nothing is permanent, we can learn to cherish each experience as it comes. This understanding encourages us to live with intention, savoring the small joys and finding meaning in the everyday. When we accept that life is constantly changing, we become more adaptable and open to new possibilities, allowing us to fully engage with the present moment. In conclusion, expectancy can significantly hinder our ability to live fully in the present by fostering anxiety and distracting us from our current experiences. By focusing on future outcomes, we risk missing out on the richness of life as it unfolds. To counteract this tendency, it is essential to let go of unrealistic expectations and embrace the present, accepting life as it is rather than how we wish it to be. Through mindfulness practices and a commitment to authenticity, we can cultivate a deeper appreciation for the present moment, allowing us to experience life with greater joy and fulfillment. By recognizing the power of acceptance and the beauty of impermanence, we can free ourselves from the constraints of expectancy and fully engage with the world around us. Ultimately, this journey toward living in the present is a path to greater happiness and a more meaningful existence. The relationship between external events and our internal reactions is a complex interplay that significantly influences our emotional well-being. Often, we find ourselves attributing our pain and distress to the events occurring around us, believing that our suffering is a direct result of these circumstances. However, it is crucial to understand that pain is frequently a product of our interpretations and perceptions of these events, rather than the events themselves. This distinction is vital because it empowers us to recognize that we have the ability to change our responses and, consequently, our emotional experiences. When we encounter challenging situations, our immediate reactions are often shaped by our beliefs, past experiences, and expectations. For instance, if someone receives critical feedback at work, they might interpret it as a personal failure, leading to feelings of inadequacy and distress. Conversely, another person might view the same feedback as an opportunity for growth and improvement. This variance in interpretation highlights that it is not the external event, the feedback itself, that causes pain, but rather how we choose to perceive and react to it. By acknowledging this, we can begin to take responsibility for our feelings and reactions, understanding that we hold the power to influence our emotional responses. Taking responsibility for our feelings is a transformative step toward emotional resilience. It requires us to examine our thought patterns and recognize how they contribute to our emotional state. When we blame external events for our distress, we relinquish our power and agency, placing our happiness in the hands of circumstances beyond our control. Instead, by accepting responsibility for our reactions, we empower ourselves to make conscious choices about how we respond to life's challenges. This shift in perspective can lead to greater emotional stability and a more profound sense of control over our lives. One effective way to take responsibility for our feelings is to practice self-reflection. By regularly checking in with ourselves and examining our thoughts and emotions, we can gain insight into how our interpretations shape our experiences. Journaling can be a helpful tool in this process, allowing us to articulate our feelings and explore the underlying beliefs that contribute to our emotional reactions. Through this practice, we can identify patterns in our thinking and begin to challenge any negative or unhelpful beliefs that may be fueling our distress. In addition to self-reflection, introducing techniques for reframing our thoughts can significantly reduce emotional distress. Reframing involves shifting our perspective on a situation to view it in a more positive or constructive light. For example, if we experience a setback, instead of viewing it as a failure, we can reframe it as a learning opportunity. This shift in mindset can help us cultivate resilience and foster a more optimistic outlook on life. One practical technique for reframing thoughts is the use of cognitive restructuring. This involves identifying negative thought patterns and replacing them with more balanced and rational alternatives. For instance, if we catch ourselves thinking, "I always mess things up," we can challenge that thought by asking ourselves for evidence to support it. we might realize that while we have made mistakes, we have also experienced successes and growth. By consciously choosing to focus on our strengths and achievements, we can create a more balanced perspective that reduces feelings of inadequacy. Another effective technique is to practice gratitude. When we focus on what we are grateful for, we shift our attention away from negative interpretations and cultivate a more positive mindset. Keeping a gratitude journal, where we regularly write down things we appreciate in our lives, can help reinforce this practice. By training our minds to recognize the positive aspects of our experiences, we can create a buffer against distressing thoughts and emotions. Mindfulness is also a powerful tool for managing our reactions to external events. By cultivating mindfulness, we learn to observe our thoughts and feelings without judgment, allowing us to create space between an event and our reaction to it. This practice enables us to respond to situations with greater clarity and intention, rather than reacting impulsively based on our interpretations. Mindfulness techniques, such as meditation and deep breathing exercises, can help us develop this awareness, fostering a sense of calm and resilience in the face of challenges. In conclusion, the relationship between external events and our internal reactions is a dynamic interplay that shapes our emotional experiences. Understanding that pain often arises from our interpretations rather than the events themselves empowers us to take responsibility for our feelings and reactions. By practicing self-reflection, reframing our thoughts, and utilizing techniques such as cognitive restructuring, gratitude, and mindfulness, we can reduce distress and cultivate a more positive emotional landscape. This journey toward emotional resilience requires patience and practice, but it ultimately leads to a greater sense of control and fulfillment in our lives. By recognizing our power to influence our reactions, we can navigate life's challenges with grace and emerge stronger and more resilient. The Stoic principle of Amor Fati, which translates to love of fate, invites us to embrace and accept our circumstances, no matter how challenging they may be. This philosophy teaches that by accepting our fate, we can cultivate a deeper sense of peace and contentment in our lives. Rather than resisting or resenting the events that unfold, Amor Fati encourages us to welcome them as integral parts of our journey. This acceptance is not merely a passive resignation to the whims of fate. Instead, it represents an active engagement with life, where we choose to find meaning and beauty in every experience. At its core, Amor Fati is about recognizing that life is filled with uncertainties and challenges. We often encounter situations that are beyond our control, leading to feelings of frustration, disappointment, or despair. However, by adopting the mindset of Amor Fati, we can shift our perspective from one of victimhood to one of empowerment. This principle teaches us that every experience, whether perceived as positive or negative, contributes to our growth and development. When we learn to love our fate, we begin to see that each challenge is an opportunity for learning and self-discovery. Embracing Amor Fati allows us to cultivate resilience in the face of adversity. Instead of viewing obstacles as burdens, we can reframe them as essential components of our personal narrative. This shift in perspective fosters a sense of agency, as we recognize that we have the power to respond to our circumstances in a way that aligns with our values and aspirations. By actively engaging with life, we can transform our experiences into sources of strength and wisdom. Moreover, the acceptance inherent in Amor Fati encourages us to find beauty in our circumstances, regardless of the challenges we face. Life is often unpredictable, and while we may not always have control over what happens to us, we can control how we respond. This principle invites us to seek out the silver linings in difficult situations, allowing us to appreciate the lessons they offer. For instance, a setback in our career may lead us to explore new passions or develop skills we never knew we had. By embracing our fate, we can uncover hidden opportunities for growth and fulfillment. Finding beauty in our circumstances also involves cultivating gratitude for the present moment. When we practice Amor Fati, we learn to appreciate the richness of our experiences, even when they are not what we initially envisioned. This gratitude can serve as a powerful antidote to feelings of dissatisfaction or longing for a different reality. By focusing on what we have rather than what we lack, we can foster a deeper sense of contentment and joy in our lives. It is important to note that Amor Fati does not imply that we should passively accept everything that happens to us without question. Instead, it encourages us to engage actively with our lives, making choices that reflect our values and aspirations. This active engagement means taking responsibility for our actions and decisions, even in the face of adversity. By doing so, we can align our responses with our true selves, creating a life that is authentic and meaningful. Incorporating Amor Fati into our daily lives requires practice and mindfulness. One effective way to cultivate this mindset is through reflection. Taking time to contemplate our experiences and the lessons they offer can help us develop a deeper appreciation for our journey. Journaling can be a valuable tool in this process, allowing us to articulate our thoughts and feelings about our circumstances. By reflecting on our experiences, we can identify patterns and insights that contribute to our growth. Additionally, surrounding ourselves with supportive communities can reinforce the principles of Amor Fati. Engaging with others who share similar values can inspire us to embrace our fate and find beauty in our circumstances. Whether through friendships, support groups, or online communities, connecting with like-minded individuals can provide encouragement and motivation as we navigate life's challenges. As we explore the concept of Amor Fati, it is essential to remember that acceptance does not mean complacency. While we may embrace our fate, we can still strive for improvement and growth. This principle encourages us to take action where we can, while also recognizing that some aspects of life are beyond our control. By finding this balance, we can cultivate a sense of peace and contentment that allows us to navigate life's ups and downs with grace. In conclusion, the Stoic principle of Amor Fati invites us to accept and love our fate, leading to greater peace and contentment in our lives. This acceptance is not passive. It is an active engagement with life that encourages us to find beauty in our circumstances, regardless of the challenges we face. By embracing Amor Fati, we can cultivate resilience, gratitude, and a deeper appreciation for our journey. As we learn to love our fate, we empower ourselves to transform our experiences into sources of strength and wisdom, ultimately creating a life that is rich with meaning and fulfillment. Let us embark on this journey of acceptance, finding beauty in every moment, and embracing the unique path that life has laid before us. Mastering oneself is a fundamental aspect of achieving true happiness, as it lays the groundwork for personal freedom and fulfillment. At its core, self-mastery involves understanding our desires, emotions, and behaviors, allowing us to navigate life with intention and purpose. True freedom does not stem from external circumstances or material possessions. Rather, it arises from self-control and the ability to govern our thoughts and actions. When we cultivate self-mastery, we empower ourselves to make choices that align with our values and aspirations, ultimately leading to a more satisfying and meaningful life. The significance of mastering oneself cannot be overstated. In a world filled with distractions and temptations, it is easy to lose sight of what truly matters. Without self-control, we may find ourselves succumbing to fleeting desires that do not contribute to our long-term happiness. For instance, indulging in unhealthy habits or procrastinating on important tasks can lead to feelings of regret and dissatisfaction. By developing self-discipline, we can resist these temptations and make choices that support our well-being. This process of self-regulation allows us to prioritize our goals and values, fostering a sense of agency and empowerment. To cultivate self-discipline and emotional resilience, it is essential to implement practical steps that can guide us on this journey. One effective approach is to set clear and achievable goals. By defining what we want to accomplish, we create a roadmap that helps us stay focused and motivated. It is important to break these goals down into smaller, manageable steps, making them less overwhelming and more attainable. This incremental approach allows us to celebrate our progress along the way, reinforcing our commitment to self-mastery. Another key aspect of self-discipline is the practice of mindfulness. Mindfulness encourages us to become aware of our thoughts and feelings without judgment, enabling us to respond to situations with greater clarity and intention. By incorporating mindfulness techniques, such as meditation or deep breathing exercises, we can develop a greater understanding of our desires and impulses. This awareness allows us to pause before reacting, giving us the opportunity to choose a response that aligns with our values, rather than succumbing to immediate gratification. Additionally, establishing routines can significantly enhance our self-discipline. Routines provide structure and consistency, making it easier to develop positive habits. By creating a daily schedule that prioritizes our goals and well-being, we can cultivate a sense of stability and purpose. This structure helps us resist distractions and stay focused on what truly matters, ultimately fostering a greater sense of control over our lives. Emotional resilience is another crucial component of self-mastery. Life is filled with challenges and setbacks, and our ability to navigate these difficulties plays a significant role in our overall happiness. Building emotional resilience involves developing coping strategies that allow us to manage stress and adversity effectively. One practical step is to practice self-compassion. When we encounter obstacles, it is essential to treat ourselves with kindness and understanding rather than harsh self-criticism. By acknowledging our struggles and recognizing that they are a natural part of the human experience, we can cultivate a more resilient mindset. Furthermore, seeking support from others can enhance our emotional resilience. Building a strong support network of friends, family, or mentors can provide us with encouragement and guidance during challenging times. Sharing our experiences and seeking advice from those who have faced similar struggles can help us gain perspective and develop effective coping strategies. This sense of connection fosters a greater sense of belonging and reinforces our commitment to self-mastery. The connection between self-mastery and overall well-being is profound. When we cultivate self-discipline and emotional resilience, we create a solid foundation for happiness. Mastering ourselves allows us to align our actions with our values, leading to a greater sense of fulfillment and purpose. As we learn to navigate our desires and impulses with intention, we become more adept at making choices that contribute to our long-term happiness. Moreover, self-mastery enhances our relationships with others. When we are in control of our emotions and reactions, we can engage with others more authentically and compassionately. This emotional intelligence fosters healthier connections and deeper bonds, contributing to our overall sense of well-being. By mastering ourselves, we create a positive ripple effect that extends beyond our individual lives, enriching our interactions and communities. In conclusion, mastering oneself is a vital component of achieving true happiness. By emphasizing self-control and understanding our desires, we can cultivate the freedom to make choices that align with our values and aspirations. Implementing practical steps for developing self-discipline and emotional resilience empowers us to navigate life's challenges with grace and intention. The connection between self-mastery and overall well-being is undeniable, as it fosters a sense of fulfillment, purpose, and authentic relationships. As we embark on this journey of self-discovery and growth, let us embrace the transformative power of self-mastery, unlocking the door to a happier and more meaningful life. Through dedication and practice, we can cultivate the skills necessary to master ourselves, ultimately leading to a life rich with joy, contentment, and fulfillment. Our perspectives play a crucial role in shaping our experiences and reactions to the world around us. The way we interpret events, interactions, and the behaviors of others can significantly influence our emotional responses and overall well-being. Understanding that our viewpoints are not the only valid interpretations is essential for fostering empathy and forgiveness. When we take the time to consider others' perspectives, we open ourselves up to a deeper understanding of their experiences, motivations, and challenges. This practice not only enhances our relationships, but also cultivates a sense of compassion that can lead to healing and reconciliation. Empathy is the ability to put ourselves in someone else's shoes, to see the world through their eyes. It requires us to step outside of our own experiences and judgments allowing us to appreciate the complexities of another person's situation. When we actively seek to understand others' viewpoints, we create a space for connection and dialogue. This understanding can be particularly powerful in resolving conflicts, as it encourages us to recognize the shared humanity in one another. By acknowledging that everyone has their own struggles and perspectives, we can foster a sense of compassion that transcends our differences. Forgiveness is another vital aspect of understanding perspectives. When we feel wronged or hurt by someone, our initial reaction may be to hold on to resentment or anger. However, by considering the other person's viewpoint, we can begin to see their actions in a different light. Perhaps they were acting out of fear, insecurity, or misunderstanding. This realization can soften our hearts and allow us to let go of negative feelings. Forgiveness does not mean condoning harmful behavior. Rather, it is an act of self-liberation that frees us from the burden of carrying resentment. By understanding the motivations behind others' actions, we can cultivate a more forgiving attitude, ultimately leading to healthier relationships. Encouraging viewers to reflect on their judgments and assumptions about others is an essential step in this process. We often form opinions about people based on limited information or preconceived notions, which can lead to misunderstandings and conflict. By examining our judgments, we can identify biases and stereotypes that may cloud our perceptions. This self-reflection allows us to challenge our assumptions and approach others with a more open mind. When we recognize that our perspectives are shaped by our experiences, we can become more curious about the experiences of others, fostering a sense of connection and understanding. The role of perspective in reducing conflict cannot be overstated. Many disagreements arise from differing viewpoints, where each party believes their perspective is the only valid one. This rigidity can lead to escalation and hostility, making it difficult to find common ground. However, when we approach conflicts with a willingness to understand the other person's perspective, we create an opportunity for dialogue and resolution. By actively listening and validating the feelings of others, we can bridge the gap between differing viewpoints and work toward a mutually beneficial solution. Enhancing relationships through perspective-taking involves cultivating a culture of openness and respect. When we create an environment where differing opinions are valued, we encourage honest communication and collaboration. This openness fosters trust and strengthens our connections with others. By recognizing that our perspectives are just one piece of a larger puzzle, we can appreciate the richness that diverse viewpoints bring to our relationships. This appreciation can lead to deeper connections and a greater sense of belonging. Moreover, the practice of perspective-taking can enhance our emotional intelligence. By becoming more attuned to the feelings and experiences of others, we develop a greater understanding of our own emotions as well. This self-awareness allows us to navigate our reactions more effectively, leading to healthier interactions and relationships. When we understand how our perspectives shape our experiences, we can respond to situations with greater empathy and compassion, ultimately enhancing our overall well-being. In conclusion, examining how our perspectives shape our experiences and reactions is essential for fostering empathy, forgiveness, and healthier relationships. By understanding others' viewpoints, we can cultivate a sense of compassion that transcends our differences, allowing us to connect on a deeper level. Encouraging self-reflection on our judgments and assumptions about others empowers us to challenge biases and approach relationships with an open mind. The role of perspective in reducing conflict and enhancing relationships cannot be overstated, as it creates opportunities for dialogue and understanding. As we embrace the richness of diverse viewpoints, we can foster a culture of empathy and connection that enriches our lives and the lives of those around us. Ultimately, by recognizing the power of perspective, we can navigate our relationships with greater grace and understanding, leading to a more harmonious and fulfilling existence. Living in accordance with nature is a profound concept that encourages us to align our lives with the natural rhythms and cycles that govern the world around us. This alignment can lead to a more fulfilling and harmonious existence, as it fosters a deeper connection to ourselves, others, and the environment. When we embrace the idea of living in harmony with nature, we begin to recognize the benefits of this lifestyle, including enhanced well-being, increased mindfulness, and a greater appreciation for the simplicity and beauty of the natural world. One of the primary benefits of aligning with natural rhythms is the sense of balance and fulfillment it brings to our lives. Nature operates on cycles, day and night, the changing seasons, and the ebb and flow of tides. By attuning ourselves to these rhythms, we can cultivate a lifestyle that honors our own biological and emotional needs. For instance, understanding the importance of sleep and rest, as dictated by the natural cycle of day and night, allows us to prioritize self-care and rejuvenation. Similarly, recognizing the seasonal changes can inspire us to adapt our activities and mindset accordingly, embracing the energy of spring for new beginnings, the warmth of summer for connection, the introspection of autumn, and the stillness of winter for reflection. Living in accordance with nature also encourages us to appreciate the simplicity and beauty of the natural world. In our fast-paced, technology-driven lives, it is easy to overlook the wonders that surround us. However, when we take the time to immerse ourselves in nature, we can experience a profound sense of peace and joy. Whether it's the sound of rustling leaves, the sight of a vibrant sunset, or the feeling of grass beneath our feet, these simple pleasures can ground us and remind us of the beauty inherent in the world. By cultivating a sense of wonder and appreciation for nature, we can enhance our overall well-being and foster a deeper connection to our environment. Encouraging viewers to engage with nature can take many forms. Simple activities such as taking a walk in the park, gardening, or even just sitting outside and observing the world can help us reconnect with the natural rhythms of life. These moments of connection allow us to slow down, breathe deeply, and appreciate the present moment. By immersing ourselves in nature, we can cultivate a sense of gratitude for the beauty that surrounds us, which can lead to increased happiness and fulfillment. Mindfulness and presence are essential components of living in accordance with nature. When we practice mindfulness, we become more aware of our thoughts, feelings, and surroundings, allowing us to fully engage with the present moment. This practice encourages us to slow down and savor our experiences, rather than rushing through life on autopilot. By being present, we can cultivate a deeper appreciation for the simple joys of life, whether it's enjoying a warm cup of tea, listening to the birds sing, or feeling the sun on our skin. Incorporating mindfulness into our daily lives can be as simple as taking a few moments each day to pause and breathe. Mindful breathing exercises can help us center ourselves and reconnect with our bodies, allowing us to cultivate a sense of calm and clarity. Additionally, engaging in mindful activities, such as yoga or meditation, can further enhance our ability to be present and attuned to the natural rhythms of life. These practices not only promote relaxation, but also foster a greater sense of connection to ourselves and the world around us. Living in accordance with nature also encourages us to embrace a more sustainable lifestyle. When we recognize our interconnectedness with the natural world, we become more mindful of our impact on the environment. This awareness can inspire us to make choices that align with our values, such as reducing waste, conserving resources, and supporting local ecosystems. By living sustainably, we not only contribute to the health of the planet, but also enhance our own well-being, as we cultivate a sense of purpose and responsibility. Moreover, aligning with nature can lead to improved mental and emotional health. Studies have shown that spending time in natural environments can reduce stress, anxiety, and depression. Nature has a calming effect on the mind, allowing us to recharge and rejuvenate. By incorporating regular outdoor activities into our routines, we can enhance our mood and overall sense of well-being. Whether it's hiking in the mountains, walking along the beach, or simply enjoying a picnic in the park, these experiences can provide us with a much-needed respite from the demands of daily life. In conclusion, exploring the idea of living in accordance with nature reveals numerous benefits that can lead to a more fulfilling life. By aligning with natural rhythms, we can cultivate a sense of balance and harmony that enhances our overall well-being. Appreciating the simplicity and beauty of the natural world allows us to reconnect with our surroundings and find joy in the present moment. Furthermore, the importance of mindfulness and presence in our daily lives cannot be overstated, as these practices foster a deeper connection to ourselves and the world around us. As we embrace the principles of living in harmony with nature, we can unlock a greater sense of peace, purpose, and fulfillment in our lives. Let us take the time to immerse ourselves in the wonders of the natural world, allowing its beauty to inspire and guide us on our journey toward a more meaningful existence. In this video, we have explored several key principles that can significantly enhance our journey toward happiness and fulfillment. At the heart of our discussion is the importance of self-awareness, which serves as the foundation for understanding our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. By cultivating self-awareness, we empower ourselves to recognize patterns in our lives, enabling us to make conscious choices that align with our values and aspirations. This awareness is crucial for personal growth and can lead to a more authentic and satisfying life. Another vital point we discussed is the concept of acceptance. Acceptance is not about resigning ourselves to circumstances, but rather embracing life as it is, with all its imperfections and uncertainties. By accepting our reality, we can let go of the struggle against what we cannot change, allowing us to focus our energy on what truly matters. This acceptance fosters resilience and equips us to navigate challenges with grace and composure. It encourages us to find peace in the present moment, rather than getting lost in regrets about the past or anxieties about the future. Living in the present is a recurring theme that we emphasize throughout the video. The practice of mindfulness allows us to fully engage with our experiences, savoring the richness of each moment. By grounding ourselves in the here and now, we can cultivate a deeper appreciation for life and its simple pleasures. This presence not only enhances our emotional well-being, but also strengthens our connections with others, as we become more attuned to the world around us. As we wrap up our discussion, I encourage you to apply these principles of self-awareness, acceptance, and living in the present in your daily life. Start by taking a few moments each day to reflect on your thoughts and feelings. Consider journaling your experiences or practicing mindfulness techniques, such as meditation or deep breathing exercises. These practices can help you cultivate a greater sense of awareness and presence, ultimately leading to increased happiness and fulfillment. Additionally, I invite you to share your thoughts and experiences in the comments section below. Engaging with this community can provide valuable insights and support as we all navigate our journeys toward self-discovery and happiness. Your experiences may resonate with others, and together we can foster a space of encouragement and growth. If you found this video helpful, please consider subscribing to our channel for more content focused on personal development and well-being. By subscribing, you'll stay updated on our latest videos, which delve deeper into topics related to self-awareness, mindfulness, and emotional resilience. Don't forget to like this video and share it with friends or family who may benefit from these insights. Spreading this knowledge can create a ripple effect, inspiring others to embark on their own journeys toward greater happiness. Lastly, I encourage you to explore related content on our channel. We have a variety of videos that delve into different aspects of personal growth, mindfulness practices, and emotional intelligence. Each video is designed to provide you with practical tools and insights that you can incorporate into your daily life. By engaging with this content, you can continue to expand your understanding of these principles and discover new ways to enhance your well-being. In conclusion, the journey toward happiness is deeply personal and unique for each of us. By embracing self-awareness, acceptance, and the practice of living in the present, we can cultivate a more fulfilling and meaningful life. Remember that this journey is ongoing, and it's perfectly okay to take small steps toward growth. As you apply these principles in your daily life, be gentle with yourself and celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Thank you for joining us in this exploration, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video. Together, let's continue to learn, grow, and support one another on this path to happiness and fulfillment.